thank you for joining me today. I'm so happy you're here. I hope you are all doing really well. Today's pick a card reading is what is in their head and their heart. So let's take a look at the groups. I've got group number 1, the honey calcite, group number 2, the spirit amethyst, and group number 3, the celestite cluster. So take as much time as you need and pause the video if you need a bit more time to make your choice. While you make your decision, I'll just let you know that KASAMBA are offering 3 free minutes plus 70% off your entire call with a 5-star psychic of your choice. So if you want to take advantage of that amazing deal, all the details are linked in the description box. There's nothing like having someone connect to your own energy to answer your personal questions and look at the details of your own situation. So do check that out if it resonates. But when you have made your selection, all the timestamps for each group are also in the description box. So hit your timestamp and I will see you in a moment. Hey everyone, welcome to your reading to everyone who picked group number 1 and the honey calcite. You also picked this card with the star born. So I feel like you may have been born under like a very particular sort of celestial arrangement in the skies. I definitely feel like you are a star seed, an empath. I feel like you are a very special person, or that you've got a very special role in this human experience, in this incarnation. Okay, so you have a lot of light around you. Now the thing with that light is that people are drawn to it, and they can be good people or bad people. So that is just worth knowing. When you shine your light very brightly, people come towards you for illumination. Okay, so you may have found that may resonate with you in your life experience, but your person has definitely been drawn to your light. They know on the subconscious level that you have this special mission in this life. Okay, so they're very much drawn to that energy about you. So I think it's very beautiful. Let's take a look, find out what's going on in your connection. Purification by fire. Okay, so this is all about like getting back to basics, getting back to the truth of things. This is really saying there's a lot of passion in this connection. Okay, so I feel like if things feel like very complicated, maybe things have become overcomplicated and you just like, it doesn't need to be this difficult or this hard, or it doesn't need to be this complicated. This is like getting back to basics, taking it back. And what is it that's at the base of this? It's your genuine feelings and your person's genuine feelings and love and romance that they have for you. So this is good. The number 14 or 5 may be significant to you or show up as a sign about this. So yeah, I feel like we're going to be exploring some truth in this reading for you today. Let's see what we've got. I hid who I really am from you. So this ties in with what we were talking about, right? Of just like getting back to basics. So it could be that your person is really wearing a false mask or has been showing up in their ego or as a persona, right? And this is because they're afraid of you seeing the real them, okay? Their real authentic self, because they feel that that real authentic self is flawed in some way and maybe unlovable. Okay, so this whole process is about you getting to know the real them and them getting to know the real you, that kind of genuine bond. Okay, and you may sense that as well. You're just like, if you're wanting to get close to them and you're just like, and yet I feel like there's this distance between us, okay? It's just because they haven't been showing up in a way that is 100% authentic. You get glimpses of that person from them, so you know who they really are. And I feel like because of your starseed nature or your empath nature, that you can see them very clearly. They show aspects of that to you and you're just like, oh, there you are. That's the real you. That's the authentic you. But you see them completely clearly. You're just like, I see what you're doing. I understand how you show up to people, that you're just trying to be a bit of a joker or you're trying to be all bravado and confidence. But I know what is really underneath that. And you see that. And they don't need to say anything to you. They don't need to tell you their story for you to know, because you sense it, because you're intuitive. Okay, and you pick up on these things. Seeing myself in you. So a lot of mirroring going on in this connection right now. This is very beautiful energy when you're mirroring, because you get to kind of see yourself through the eyes of another. And also just a lot of mirroring of emotions and energy. So when they feel down, you feel down. So you're very deeply connected in that way, okay? Or when they're triggered, you're triggered, something like this. So yeah, I see that here. Let's jump into your tarot, see what's going on for you. I feel like there's a lot of electricity, like a kind of spark in this connection. Wow, they're very open to you. I see Virgo's energy showing up strongly, Cancer, Pisces energy as well. That may resonate with you in your situation. If you feel like this is over, there is definitely more to this story. Their unfinished business is what I'm hearing here right now. They have... yeah, I'm getting this energy that they see you as like set apart from the crowd. They see you as different to other people, and that is them recognizing your kind of intuitive, that kind of light that you shine, okay, that you stand out from the crowd for them. Like a sort of beacon, really, is what I'm seeing. So I feel like there's some unfinished business here. I feel like they're very open to you. I feel like they may be kind of watching you from afar if you don't know them very well. It's just like maybe you kind of catch them looking at you, something like this. They definitely see you as somebody who's very loving. They have feelings for you, and these feelings are genuine, okay? Let's see what's going on. I'm hearing the word honesty as well. So it's just like maybe they feel like they can open up to you. Maybe they feel like they want to be more honest with you about this authentic part of themselves, okay? I feel like they've selected you out of the crowd. I feel like you're really, like you've got a lot of poise. You're working on yourself, doing your own thing. 4-4 or 4-4-4 may be a sign for you in this connection. Leo's energy showing up really strongly as well. I feel like you may like not quite be in alignment with this person. I see like twin flame or soulmate energy in your reading showing up here really strongly. And yet it's like you're not quite in alignment, like you keep missing each other. And that could be like physically, like kind of you're just passing through the neighborhood or the city, or it could be kind of like emotionally where you're not quite connecting. And that aspect where you're not quite connecting could be to do with them not being willing to show up in a way that is really kind of authentic and vulnerable, okay? I feel like there's a lot of happiness here. You've brought a lot of expansion to them. You've given them a lot to think about right now. I feel like for some of you, you could be in an unhappy marriage or an unhappy home situation. This could be you or your person, is what I'm seeing here. So it's like what I'm hearing is there's a lot to consider. So they're thinking about the future. They're thinking about what's going to bring the most happiness. There's something here about family as well. So that may resonate with you. Maybe you've got a family, they've got a family, or they're thinking about the future, okay? So it feels like you're on like slightly different timelines or slightly different life paths right now. And there's some kind of energy where they're kind of thinking about like, how can we make this work? How can we get this, be in alignment with one another, right? Maybe your jobs are in different cities, or they want to pursue this thing and you're pursuing something else. But they're really like trying to figure this out because you bring them so much joy. More Leo energy showing up, Gemini's energy as well in your reading. That may resonate with you, not necessarily. This is like, I feel like they've pulled away from you maybe they've gone silent, maybe they've ghosted you. Again, strong soulmate energy here is what I'm seeing. I feel like they're in and out of your life. I feel like you knew each other in a past life as well. It's a very soulful, very deep connection. It may have been the case that like you dated this person or you met this person a while ago, or even in your past, you're still thinking about them, or perhaps they've come back into your life and you're wondering like if you should reunite with them. So I definitely see them wanting to... It's like after an absence is what I'm hearing, or after some distance, or after a distance, maybe there's physical distance between you. They want to reunite with you, okay, is what I'm seeing. But there is this energy where they're just like, they're going to have to be more authentic. They're going to have to be vulnerable. They're going to have to get in touch with that side of themselves in order to bring you into that alignment that we were talking about. 10-10 or 10-10-10 may be a sign for you as well. Definitely 10-10. Look out for that. So I see... yeah, you bring them like a lot of emotional fulfillment. You've connected them to feelings and a love and like a depth of feeling that they've never experienced before. And I feel like they've rejected it or that they've pushed it away. Like they've got triggered, right? It's triggered an old wound or an old pattern, right? And they've just shut down. And you're just like, I thought we were getting on, or I thought that this was going somewhere, and now I've been ghosted, or you've pushed me away, or I'm not hearing from you, okay? I feel like this is someone who really feels like they want to protect themselves, like they have this, they've put up a shield, and they need to protect themselves, because in their mind, love is unsafe, okay? It can be difficult for us to imagine when we come from, when we can flow love, like you can, right? When you can flow love like that, in a way that is very natural to see love like that. But what I'm hearing is that they consider love to be dangerous, right? Because being vulnerable, in the past, being vulnerable or being loving or expressing love led to them being abandoned or punished, okay? This is what I'm seeing here. Let's see what else is going on. Seven or 777. Maybe a sign for you. Loads of angel numbers coming up in your reading. Your person, they may have thought that you are like entertaining other options, or that you could have the pick of the bunch, that you wouldn't want to invest in them for the long term, that you wouldn't be interested in them because you could have anyone that you wanted. Okay, but they do see you as this loving person, and they do see you as someone who has potential for connection or a relationship, and someone who brings a very pure love. And they're very confused about how you are. So it's your emotional intelligence, really, the way that you are able to flow your love and connect with people and connect with your family and your friends and people around you. And you do it with so much grace and so naturally and with so much ease, right? And even people you don't know, and animals and pets and stuff. And they're just like, how are you doing this? It confuses them. It makes them feel like a little bit unbalanced and confused that you are able to do that, because they find it hard to relate to, okay, from their experience. Let's see. Aquarius energy showing up in your reading. They're feeling like a little bit hopeless about this whole situation. It could be because there's a third party energy. If that's the case, you already know about it, because maybe they're in a situationship or you are in an unhappy connection, right? And they don't know. They've got like a deep wish to be with you, right? This is like in their heart of hearts. They imagine being with you. They daydream about it. This is what they want. There is nothing that they want more than to connect with you and to be in relationship and to be in alignment with you for their life. Okay? But it feels like there's maybe somebody in the way. No, I want to grab this deck. Which is stopping that from happening. And they feel like it's hopeless. Okay? They may be feeling like a little bit low or depressed about this connection and this situation that they're in. This third party energy could be to do with their job, right, or their work, or where their work or studies are taking them, and they're just like, I can't do this, I can't get involved in this because it isn't, there's no way that this is going to align, or there's no way of making this work. Okay, so it's like they're in like this energy of limited thinking. I see a lot of positivity coming in for the future. 99 or 999 may be a sign for you as well. Your reading's blowing my mind. So I feel like this wish, yeah, okay, so they may be in this period of energy where they feel a little bit bleak, where they feel that things are a little bit difficult. But I feel like the universe is really helping you guys out. I feel like what I'm hearing is love will prevail. Okay, so I feel like you have a future with this person. Your person definitely wants a future with you. Maybe to start a family, maybe to start a business. Also, if the kind of bump in the road or the difficulty or the problem is to do with their work, right, or their career or something that they're pursuing in that respect, and you're feeling like those two things aren't aligning, there is a solution to that problem, and you will be able to bring those two things into alignment. So I see them kind of, I'm hearing making a promise to you. I see them wanting to invest in you for the future. I see you coming into alignment to create something together that is like valuable. So maybe starting a business or starting a family, or like, you know, like a lot of support. And this is what they want. And what I'm hearing is they want to give to themselves what they didn't, you know, what they weren't given as a child, or what their parents were unable to give them. They want to be able to give this to themselves, and maybe to their own children or any future children as well. But I see a really positive long-term future for you both, right? Which is really an alignment that brings a lot of happiness, okay? Look out for those angel numbers as well. Those are all the messages that I have for you today. If you want to get a personal reading, check out KASAMBA. You get 3 minutes for free plus 70% off your entire call with the 5-star psychic of your choice. Check out that deal. It is linked below. But I'm sending you lots of love. I hope to see you soon. Hey everyone, welcome to your reading. To everyone who picked group number 2 in the beautiful Spirit Amethyst cluster crystal, and this beautiful card as well. So snakes may be a sign for you regarding this connection, as well as rubies or citrines as well. Okay, so look out for those. Those are signs that Spirit talking to you about this connection. Now this card says the Queen. That may be a sign for you in its own right, but what I'm really feeling is that you are really in your power. You have a lot more power in this connection that you thought. You are really coming into your own. Maybe the case that you're moving into some energy where maybe you'd forgotten yourself a little bit, but now you're putting your crown on straight. You're remembering who you are. Or you've been on this journey of glowing up, of leveling up, of really kind of owning your power. Okay, so I feel like you're very magnetic at this time, but also very grounded as well. So it's a beautiful energy to be in. Let's draw some oracle cards, find out what your person is thinking and feeling about you and this connection right now. This is nice. Okay, this is a card number 2. This is Moonlight Goddess. So a lot of intuition in this connection, telepathic messages, telepathic communication is what I'm seeing as well. But there's a lot more to this connection than meets the eye, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. So a lot more going on than you can see on the surface of things. So if you're just like, I know that there's more going on here in your heart, in your mind, than you're giving away, and then, or that you are saying to me, then you are not wrong. You're picking up on their vibes is what I'm hearing as well. So this may be like a period of reflection in this connection as well, right? You may have taken some time to kind of assimilate some things with this. So you may be in no contact. I also feel like somebody in this connection is really kind of like avoiding their feelings, avoiding talking about their feelings, or kind of stuffing their emotions down. Like this is how they deal with strong emotions and difficulties and disagreements or challenges, right? Emotional vulnerability, right? If they feel like too much emotion is coming up, they feel like they're going to be overwhelmed, like a kind of tsunami of emotion. They have to stuff it back down, right? Put a lid on it and just kind of push it down. And that can lead them to being distant or cold sometimes, right? And it's a coping mechanism is what I'm hearing from Spirit. Look, I want to tell you how I feel. Oh my goodness, this chimes in so well, right? They're holding back. This is the whole thing. They're stuffing things down, they're holding back. But the truth of it is, from their higher self, they want to unburden themselves, okay, about like what's going on in their mind, what's in their heart, right? And they want to share this with you. And I see them doing that. I see them really kind of, yeah, just kind of like, just pouring it all out to you, everything that they've been thinking, all the miscommunication, the misunderstandings, or the assumptions that they made that were wrong, okay? They've got a lot that they want to say to you. They want to talk about how they're feeling with you. So I really see that happening. Let me make a little bit of space here for these cards as we jump into your tarot, okay? Let's see. Let's see what's going on. your person is in like this energy where they're like, it's like quite a shut down energy is what I'm seeing right now. Okay, it's just like there was this opportunity. There's like such a strong energy of a missed opportunity here. It may be that they rejected this, they rejected you, they rejected the idea of this connection. You may have rejected them, right? I feel like there's regret, deep, deep regret from your person, right? If this has slipped out of their grasp, if they've let this pass them by, right? Or they're in the process of letting this pass them by, or they said no to this, they are in deep, deep regret about this now, and they don't know what to do about it, okay? If this is your message, whoever I'm connecting with, they don't know what to do about it, and they're just like tying themselves in knots emotionally is what I'm feeling. And I'm feeling like if they did reject you or reject this connection, I'm picking up on something else. It's like there was something else going on. Maybe they had some stuff going on in their life or something else that they were still dealing with, right? An old relationship or a difficult family relationship, right? It feels like there's some sort of something that's a bit gnarly, that's a bit gritty that was going on in their life, or something that they were really worried about, something about their car or something financially, right? And it's just like when this opportunity to really deeply connect with you or to take this to the next level or whatever it is came along, they weren't in the headspace for it. It's like they didn't have the bandwidth for it, or they thought they had all the time in the world, or that you would still just be hanging around. But no, because you're a queen, right? You're in your own energy. But I feel like they were struggling with something, and you may not have known, okay? That felt quite difficult because, you know, they are not very expressive with their feelings and what's going on and what's worrying them. So it's like there was something else on their mind, or something else that they had to deal with, or something energetically that they were still processing, okay? Let's see. I see Aries energy showing up in your reading. Pisces energy as well. This could be a long distance connection for some of you. Is what I'm sensing right now. But it feels like they've really kind of caught feelings for you. It may be that the timing was bad. There may have been a timing issue. Or it's difficult because you're not always in the same place, is what I'm sensing right now. But these feelings for them, for you, have developed within them. And again, it feels like a timing issue, like they weren't really looking for this, or they weren't expecting it, or it was a bit of a case of right person, wrong time, is what I'm sensing here. And it's like they can see a way of making it work, or see a way out of their kind of mental prison now that they couldn't see before. And what I'm hearing is they're serious about you now, whereas before maybe they didn't have the bandwidth for it, or they didn't take it seriously. They thought it was just a bit of fun or a flirtation. Now they're like, this is serious for me, right? It's like they've done a lot of growing up as well, or leveling up. Is what I'm sensing. I'm hearing I'm not the same person I used to be. That's not going to resonate for everybody, but you know, we can change very quickly, so it doesn't mean that a lot of time has passed, but like from the time when you met them to now, there's been a shift in their understanding, their perception. Let's see. Look at that. That is beautiful. I see Scorpio energy, Taurus energy as well. Also Libra's energy showing up in your reading. So this person is really in the emotion ocean. They've got all the feels for you. They may not have spoken about them, but I see them like wanting to be at your level, wanting to meet you where you're at, wanting to see you eye to eye is what I'm hearing. I see them really speaking their truth to you, talking about their feelings. I see a message coming in from this person, or just like a really beautiful conversation, like about the future, right? About what's been on their mind, about how much you mean to them, right? I see all this, okay? They really value you. They see your worth. Right? They see what it is that you bring to the table as well. I think you're showing up in a way that is very grounded, someone who they could really respect. They want to be able to measure up to you, okay? to where you are at, but they have deep, genuine, authentic feelings for you. Okay, this is soulmate energy that I'm seeing here. I think they've been on a journey. Yeah, I'm really seeing that in this reading. They've been on some sort of journey of like stepping into their power, of like stepping into like embodying the greatest version of themselves, or the best version of themselves, you know, whereas before maybe they were playing small, maybe they lacked confidence, or they weren't sure of themselves, or they were listening to other people rather than their own authentic truth, right? This has been their journey, or their lesson that they needed to learn. I really see them communicating with you. I feel like you're two people who are very attracted to one another, but there may be something that's dividing you, okay? But what is going to bring you together is this really beautiful conversation. Things coming out in the open is what I'm hearing as well. Let's see. I feel like your person is experiencing a lot of frustration around this love that they have for you, or around kind of getting into union with you. Gemini's energy showing up in your reading. I see soulmate, twin flame energy really, really strongly in your reading. They see you as the one. They see you as their person. They see you as, they want to work to be your equal, right? This could be spiritually, financially, right? Take it how it resonates. That's what I'm seeing here. They're very much caught up in their own insecurities. They realize that there are kind of two possible roads that they could take, and they're afraid of making the wrong decision. Again, this energy that they did make the wrong decision, okay? This energy of regret, that they're just like, I've let go of the best thing that ever happened to me. That's what I'm seeing as well. Yeah, they want you to know that they've cheated themselves out of something really beautiful, right? They turned their back on you, on this connection, on the potential of this connection, right? And they may have hurt you, but they hurt themselves. They recognize that they may have hurt you, but they've also hurt themselves, and they've cheated themselves out of something really good. But they want you to know it's because they were juggling something else. I'm not seeing somebody else, but this other thing that was on their mind that they were dealing with. A financial issue, a health issue, a family drama, something like this, or something that they were still healing from, okay? Because with that Moonlight Goddess card, that's a lot about healing. So it may have been that the timing wasn't quite right for them, and they had to make a choice, and they made the wrong one. And this is their message to you: I made the wrong choice. Okay, whatever it is, however that resonates with you. Gemini energy showing up here. Cancer's energy as well. If you are in separation, they don't like it. This feels very uncomfortable, but they want to come towards you. They want to talk about how they feel. They want to express their love to you, but they're kind of in this, again, it feels like they're still like a little bit emotionally messy, a little bit all over the place, and they're not sure, right, whether they should make this approach, whether they should come towards you, whether or not that would be welcome after what has passed between you. So there is some uncertainty in their energy field about, they're sure about what they want to do, but they're not sure about whether or not they should do it, okay? Because they fear being rejected, or they feel like the pain would be too much if you said, no, I've moved on, or I'm not interested anymore, or I was never interested, you know, whatever it is. The pain would be too much for them, okay? Wow, you might both be Leos or both be fire signs. I'm seeing that here. That may be a sign for you that this is your message, okay? Is what I'm sensing. Again, a stalemate between two people is what I keep seeing. Something that's dividing you both. Okay, I don't know how this is resonating for you. Let me see. It's really like interesting energies is what I'm seeing. So yeah, I feel like you could both be fire signs or both be Leos. If you are, this is definitely like a message for you, but there is like a block in between you. You're two people who care about each other, who are attracted to one another, okay? But there's this misalignment where you're not connecting from the heart due to something external, okay? It's what I'm sensing. Also, I feel like your person is really denying themselves happiness. Like they can't allow themselves to be happy, or they don't resonate with ease and joy, maybe because they haven't experienced it for a long time. It may be that they're feeling a little bit depressed for some of them, okay? They know that they need to open up and be more vulnerable, and yet they are really protecting their heart space. Yeah, I see them communicating with you. I think the block may be because you've blocked them, or maybe they ghosted you, something like this. But they're ready to communicate now, and they're ready to connect, and this is their message to you, right? Maybe they weren't before, maybe they needed a little bit of time on their own, but they're ready now, okay? So, and they're ready to communicate, and this is going to be a really good first step. It's going to feel like very positive for you. It's going to make you really happy. It's going to make them feel really good. It's going to release. It's like a dam being released, right? It's going to release a lot of stuck energy, okay? But it's like they're ready to come out of their shell now. If they've withdrawn into the cave, if they've withdrawn into themselves, if they've been quiet, I see them connecting with you, okay? Right, they're ready, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. They're ready now, okay? All right, those are all the messages that I have for you today. Thank you so much for being here with me. I've loved being here with you. If you want to get a personal reading, do check out KASAMBA. You get 3 free minutes and then 70% off your entire call with the 5-star psychic of your choice. You can have someone connect to your own energy, answer your personal questions, look at timescales, things that I am unable to do in a general reading like this. But I'm sending you lots of love, and I hope to see you soon. Take care. Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. This is your reading if you picked group number 3 in the beautiful Celestite cluster crystal. Very calming energy, and then the river. So beautiful blue energy here, the energy of kind of water. Blue may be a sign for your particular colour that resonates with you, and then the word river or the name river may be a sign for you, or a particular river may be significant to you in this connection as well if you pick this card, but not necessarily. But what I'm hearing from this is just like finding a way when there is no way. Okay, so maybe there are some challenges, some blocks to your union or to being together and making this like really successful, okay? But Spirit is saying there are solutions here. You will find a way where there is no way, where you particularly maybe cannot perceive of a way, in the way that a river does, you know, that over time water can cut through even solid rock. So that's what I'm seeing here. Definitely this kind of like meandering is what I'm hearing. So it's like what do I want to say? It's like not a straight line, right? To you guys getting into alignment, to being together, to making this love really work isn't necessarily a straight line, but that's okay, because we all know it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. So let's find out what this is all about and what's going on with your person. Rising above, I love this. 11 or 1111 may be a sign for you in this connection, or the number 2 as well. So yeah, and it says solutions on here. Okay, and more blue as well. So throat chakra, right, energy with this as well. So, and the dove of peace. So this is really like white doves may be a sign for you as well in this connection, but this is really saying, look, this is harmonizing whatever the issue is between you and this person, right, to making this smooth and harmonious. This is really like coming into that beautiful frequency of higher vibration and harmonizing all those energies that feel challenging, which feel gritty, which feel like issues or problems, right, between you. Harmonizing that energy. You may, Spirit is, they're saying, the message that I'm getting, want to sort of imagine like a golden energy between you and them, between their aura and your aura, between their heart and your heart, and that energy really being smooth and flowing and harmonizing, right? Really affirming that, you know, things are harmonious for us, things are harmonious between us, right? Really creating that energy of harmony, okay? And in kind of embodying that to kind of help that process. That's really gonna help you. But yeah, this is about solutions and about finding freedom from what you believe is holding you back from being together or from making this work and being successful, okay? Let's see what else we have for you. I bury myself in work. So your person's definitely got like a lot of big financial goals, a lot of projects, maybe a lot of pressure at work. Maybe they want to kind of work up the career ladder, something like this. So they're trying to take their mind off these problems, off these issues, right? By just kind of working on things, or, you know, doing the day-to-day, doing the practicalities, taking care of business, taking care of life. Okay, and like putting this on the back burner, putting this towards the back of their mind. Because otherwise it's too disruptive or too distracting for them, is what I'm hearing, okay? Oh, I love this, ride or die. This is what you're getting with this big Ferris wheel, so that may be a sign for you as well. So it says unshakable loyalty, okay? So there is loyalty in this connection. Your person is going to kind of express loyalty. Maybe you're a very loyal person, maybe one or both of you are Leos as well, but this is about like making sacrifices for love, right? For the greater good, for this the greater expression of this love, okay? So it's really saying that the solution here that we are looking for, that we're talking about, right? Finding those solutions when perhaps you believe that there isn't a way to make this work or to make this happen, right? A sacrifice is involved, okay? Let's see. But I really see your person being able to do that, okay? From a place of humility. Wow. 333 may be a sign for you in your connection, okay? I feel like this is quite a specific message, and if it's not your message, that's okay, because these are general readings. It may be that there's a third party energy here in terms of like a partner or a connection, a fling even, right? And it's causing quite a lot of pain, right? Emotional pain, emotional wounding, right? They may have started dating someone from work. This could even be an affair, right? For some of you, not for all of you, and these can be vice versa. Okay, so I see a strong third party energy in this connection right now. But remember, this is only your message if it's resonating. It's something you already know about, okay? So that's what I'm seeing here. So that seems to be like an issue for some of you in this group. Like I was saying, it's quite specific. It may be that they have not chosen you, that they've been spreading their energy too thinly, you know, kind of entertaining other options, talking to other people on their phone, something like this, in a way that is disrespectful to you or that is hurtful to you. Or there could be a specific person that this pertains to for you, okay? It's what I'm sensing. And there's also this energy that they're not making you a priority. So if the third party isn't your message, if it isn't for you, there's something here where it feels like they're not making you a priority. Like everything else comes first. Their work, if they've already got a family with somebody else, or just their friends, or hanging out with their friends, or being with their friends, takes a priority over you, and you feel like it's disrespectful, you feel like it's painful to you that you're not being chosen in this way, okay? Or they're not making you a priority over these other things. And again, this could be vice versa. It could be how they're feeling, but they're not expressing it to you. Like they want more of your time, more of your attention, more of your love. And yet they're not expressing their needs, okay? Or someone in this connection isn't expressing their needs on what's okay. They see you as really amazing. They're very attracted to you, okay? They love your energy. They find it very nourishing, okay? You might be the mother to their children, just a message for some of you, not necessarily, but it feels like love or this union that is going to require a sacrifice. Okay, it is going to require a lot of upheaval, a lot of change, a lot of kind of breaking down of their old ideas about what they thought that love was going to be like, or that their future was going to be like, or you know, just, you know, what they imagined in their mind. And now that they've met you, or that they've got older, or they've had some experiences, they realize that things are really going to be different. Maybe it's that they're having to leave their bachelor or bachelorette life behind in order to pursue real true love that you are offering them, that you have for them, okay? Or genuine feeling, or something that's where you can really build something together. So again, I see this harmonizing energy. I see it in their energy field that they are aware that they need to make a sacrifice, that they need to do things differently in order to make this work. Yeah, and that ride or die energy is really just like, you know, we're going to have to really commit to this and really do this, make these sacrifices, make these changes. It feels like the stakes are quite high here, or kind of end it. Okay, so it feels like you're kind of in that energy, and if that is true for you, then it will resonate with you and you'll know. Also, this other message that I'm getting is, is really like, what do I want to say? Distractions. So it may be that they're distracting themselves from this connection, from you, from making this decision, from making you a priority. Okay, they're distracting themselves with going out drinking with their friends, or with taking on more responsibility at work, okay? And this is like to numb their feelings, okay? So that may be your message. Let's see what else we've got. Yeah, I see this. Okay, Virgo's energy showing up really strongly in your reading. Taurus energy as well, that may resonate with you. They feel very confused about what to do for the future, and where they should put their energy, what they should commit to, okay, in their life. Like, and it could be in lots of areas of their life. It could be to do with this connection, this relationship, right? They're very confused about the future. And it feels like pressure. Thinking about the future feels like pressure, and they'll do almost anything to avoid doing that, okay? Is what I'm sensing. It's just like they want to be Peter Pan, right? They just want to be free and not have any responsibilities and not take any responsibility, and they want to stay like that forever, okay? In their heart of hearts. And that's quite natural, you know, to want to go through life like that, but it can really hold us back from our growth, is what I'm getting. So there is this energy of unfinished business here. There is this energy of like emotional confusion around this. There's something here as well. This could be long distance, but it's like your person struggles to focus on one thing. It could be one person, one relationship, one business idea, right? They're always like, got a lot of enthusiasm for life, and they're just like, oh, I love going to this place, I love doing this, I love doing that. And then there's something else that captures their imagination, or inspires them, or takes their fancy, okay? But I see them really wanting to go on an adventure with you, like wanting to explore this with you, have experiences with you. I see that they want a fresh start with you as well. It may be the case that they have to close off loose ends before they can do this, right? Before they can have a clean slate in order to pursue this with you. Like I was saying, making that sacrifice, okay? You know, moving cities, moving jobs, ending a situationship, whatever it is, however it resonates for you. This needs to end in order for this new chapter to be ushered in. They see you as somebody who's really special. They see that you have self-respect, that you have good people around you who are looking out for you. You may have friends in common right now. They're in this energy where they kind of don't know what to do about this connection. They find it difficult to kind of connect with you a little bit. You're very solid, right? It's like you really know who you are and what it is that you want. Whereas they're not quite sure who they are. It's just like they keep trying on different personas, different lifestyles, different ways of being, right? I feel like your person really wants to travel as well, and that may be an issue here, right? Maybe they had plans to travel, they didn't want to settle down, or like they want to move around every couple of years and you're more of a homebody, you want to put down roots, or you want to stay near your family, right? You have that community around you. There may be like a difference between you in terms of how you see things. Let's see. I see Capricorn's energy showing up in your reading, Pisces energy as well. So, like if you've rejected them, you're kind of right to reject them. They kind of know that they're being unfair to you, right? And keeping you like in this limbo that you've been in right now, not giving you any straight answers, like not ending it, but also keeping the door open, okay? They do have feelings for you, they do have love for you, okay? They do see you as very magical, very special. It's like you're inviting them to level up and to be a better person. And they're aware that that's what you're doing, that you've invited this. And it's just like, what are they going to do about it? Okay? They're very tempted. Okay, if there's something that feels like a sacrifice to them or feels like it's too much, that you are temptation to them. Right? I don't know how this is landing with you, how it's resonating, but there's something here about you kind of being temptation, or them tempting. They're like, oh, maybe I could live that lifestyle, or maybe I could live in that place, or I could be that person. There's something there in there that feels very attractive to them. They're like, yes, I could do this. I haven't considered it before, I haven't thought about it, but I'm not completely against it, right? That's your little seed, is what I'm saying, which can grow into the solution that we were talking about. Maybe that you're in no contact, no communication right now. Your person has a strong trigger around abandonment as well. So it may be that they have quite a light touch. You know, they're just like, I just want to keep this easy breezy. I want to keep this casual. Let's, you know, or just keep it at the level of dating and flirting, right? If that's resonating with you, then that is because they have a fear of abandonment, okay? Yes, I see things changing. Such powerful change coming in. More Virgo energy. All right? There is this emotional discomfort that I'm picking up on between you and your person. Okay, it feels like a little bit gritty, feels like very uncomfortable. That isn't something that can be sustained, okay? So I feel like they're releasing them, like they're being energetically released, or they're releasing themselves from some sort of limiting belief, some sort of lack, something that has really kind of held them back, right? This could be something that they believed about themselves, that they believed that they'd chosen for themselves, and now they're just like, I'm going to let go of this in order to pursue this connection with you. Or it could be something that's physically holding them back, legalities, visas, an old situationship, their work situation, right? Whatever it is that's been holding them back. And I see them making this change, right? Like really turning things on their head in order to create this future with you, right? To go on this adventure with you that we were talking about, okay? Yeah, that ride or die energy of just like, yeah, let's do it. Let's do this thing. Let's do it. Let's take the risk. It feels like it's a very particular energy frequency that I'm picking up on. It feels like there's never a dull moment with this person, okay? right? Maybe you keep them on their toes or they keep you on your toes, something like this, that there's never a dull moment, that there's always like, you know, something going on, more to be explored, something around every corner, okay? When you're with this person, and that can be quite attractive, you know, very magnetic, quite exciting, quite compelling as well. So yeah, I see that. Those are the messages that I have for you today. Thank you for being here with me. I've loved being here with you. If you want to get a personal reading, you can get 3 free minutes plus 70% off your entire call with a 5-star psychic at KASAMBA. They're a really friendly platform. Do check them out. They are linked in the description box below. You can get all your personal questions answered. Have a gifted psychic look into your situation and look at timescales, things that I am unable to do in a general reading. But I'm sending you lots of love. I hope to see you soon. Take care.